What is good, YouTube? Hey, do me a favor. We're on the road to 5,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5,000. So if you can do me a favor and hit that like and subscribe button, that would mean a lot to me. We are doing Tom MacDonald Stronger version. Now, I know a lot of you guys have asked me, do this song, do this song, do this song. And it's on my list, right? I say I have a list. My list has grown to about 500 songs. Anytime you guys give me a recommendation, I throw it on my little spreadsheet. I've got them all separated by tabs and songs. I'll show it to you when I do a live one day. Just how many songs I have. I have so many songs. But yeah, I like this because Tom here is wearing his Metallica shirt. # love Metallica. But he's also in a house that reminds me of a house when I was a kid. My mom, being one of those hippies. Not necessarily she was a hippie herself, but in that generation, she grew up in, she was having kids in the 70s. And so she had a house like this. I think it had wood panels, but definitely yellow countertops. We had the table, all that stuff like that. But anyways, let's see what Tom's got to say. I'm excited about this one. Mark, set. You're up to bat, Tom. Let's hit it.
A couple 100,000 cigarette butts.
Okay, we're starting this over. So you know what this reminds me of? And it's actually pretty cool. It reminds me of just that first beat. It's like a updated GFBF with Tom and Nova. It's got that vibe. I've only reacted, I think, to one GFBF song, so it may not be a right analysis of the song, but that's what that reminds me of. Let's hit it.
A couple 100,000 cigarette butts. A million beers or maybe more. Ooh.
Yeah.
A couple dozen times I messed things up, but I'm moving on from before.
Okay. So a couple things here. What is growing on his arm? He's got some kind of like worm growing in there? What is that? I have no idea. But let's look at this. He says, what did he say? He said, let me kick this back. Sorry, I got distracted by the worm.
Ooh, a couple dozen times I messed it, maybe 100,000 cigarette butts. A million beers or maybe more. Ooh, a couple dozen times I messed things up, but I'm moving on from before. Ooh, people
Is that a flower?
don't like me for
It's a daisy. Oh, I like my daisies. So he's talking about, listen, I've had so many cigarettes. I've had so many drinks. I've messed up my life, but I'm moving on from who I was before. And that makes sense. It's a stronger version. I'm going to be a different version of myself, even though we haven't got if he's going to say that or not, but that's what the song is. And he's showing the flower growing out of him, like life out of the old. He's turning over a new leaf or a new petal, and I love this. This is great. CGI is really good on this.
on from before. Ooh,
Although I don't know if I'd want a flower growing out of me like that.
people don't like me for things I forgot,
Not true.
but I can't pretend to be someone I'm not.
Oh, I love that line. I've said this 1,000 times. Like, there was a time in my life where, man, I just didn't like myself, and I struggled. It's not that I didn't like myself. I didn't, but it's more than that. I wasn't comfortable, with me. I just wasn't comfortable with me, and so I tried to be what people wanted me to be. And I was telling, it was so miserable. Nobody liked me. No, I didn't like myself. I tried to live, and I can't live like other people. Because you have to think differently to try to think like them, and that just wasn't me. And there was a time when I just realized, you know what? I'm going to be comfortable in my skin. I'm going to be comfortable with who I am. And I'll tell you what a game changer that was. And that's what he's saying here. He's saying, man, I can't pretend to be someone I'm not. It doesn't work. Oh, go Tom. Go Tom. And his singing. He's singing. Like, he's just got this really, soft... Sorry. Let me drink some water here. Choke in there. Ah! He's got this really soft voice. It's beautiful.
Ooh, people don't like me for things I forgot, but I can't pretend to be someone I'm not. I've been sober.
Yeah, I have been too. And those daisies are growing all over the house. They're just growing everywhere. So it looks like he's turning over a new leaf in all of his life.
Spent most of my life in between. I've been sorry, been mistaken. I've been nothing.
Okay, so I'm going to take this back. But if I had this thing growing on my neck like he does, like an upside down water drop, I'd be freaking out. My singing would go from like la 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 to like death metal. Now let's hear what he's saying, because I missed all this.
I've been sober.
Sober.
I've been wasted. I spent most of my life in between.
Oh, I like that line so much, because it's like when you're on this journey and you're trying to move forward, but you just get stuck in the same place, the same rut, and being in that in-between place is like the worst. Like I remember when I wanted to move to Oregon from California, it took me like 8 months, and that in-between phase was just like the worst. Like, do we go? Do we not go? All of that. But he's talking about this. I've been wasted. I've been sober. And, I've spent most of my life kind of in between there, just between sober and wasted, going. And he's talked about how he's gone to rehab a couple times and he had a relapse or whatever. And so he's gone back and forth. Man, that's a hard place to be. That's a hard place to be.
Be someone I'm not. I've been sober. I've been wasted. I spent most of my life in between. I've been sorry, been mistaken.
Yeah, all of us.
I've been nothing but how God made me. And I ain't gonna.
I've been nothing but how God made me. So he's realizing that, listen, I'm just being who I am. He's realizing that. This is so good.
I've been nothing but how God made me. And I ain't gonna hate myself no more. Maybe I ain't perfect, but I'm putting that work in. I ain't gonna break down like before. And baby, I'm hurting, but I'm a stronger version.
There's so much going on here. I'll get to the flowers in a minute. My daisies, I love them. Let's get to the lyrics. So he says, I'm not going to hate myself no more. I'm not perfect, but I'm putting the work in. I'm not going to break down like I did before. I might be hurting, but I'm a stronger version than I am. And I love that. And the reason and that's a bar, by the way, because the reason he's a stronger version, because when you put the work in and you lift the weights and you do the work, you become stronger. So he's a stronger version, so he's not going to break down. He's not going to be that person anymore. And what's going on with these flowers? His whole life is just turning into flowers. It's so pretty. Like his voice.
And baby, I'm hurting.
And is he in like Lancaster, or is he over there in like Palmdale, somewhere over there?
But I'm a stronger
Maybe he's in San Bernardino.
version. A couple 100,000.
So that 1, 2, 3, 4 thing that was in the background, that again reminds me of the GFBF, going back there with that little beat. But this house, I'm telling you, my mom we had the same exact couch. Literally this, and I think my grandma had the same couch, and our neighbors had the same couch. I remember that, and we just had the crocheted carpets, and again, we didn't have the little hippie, not hippie, the little Brady Bunch wallpaper, but we definitely had the TV like that, the trophies, all that stuff, the football. This was definitely something. We had the VCR cassettes. Maybe it's beta, I don't know. But wow, this takes me back to my early childhood.
Like before. And baby, I'm hurting, but I'm a stronger version. A couple 100,000 pills swallowed. A million tears or maybe more.
A couple 100,000 pills swallowed? Oh, that's addiction. And what does that cause you to do? It causes you to cry and cry. A couple 100,000 pills, 100,000 pills ends up being a million tears.
Version. A couple 100,000 pills swallowed. A million tears or maybe more.
Yeah.
Oh, a couple dozen pretty hearts I broke. But that isn't me anymore.
You know what I love about this song is it's honest. He's like, listen, I've broken hearts. I've done the good. I've done the bad. And, you know, but that's not who I am anymore. Like I've changed, and people's like, people don't change. Okay, fine. He didn't change. He evolved. He learned from his experience. Maybe those experiences are carried with him. Maybe that monster's always going to be underneath, like it is with all of us. Maybe it's always there, but he's learned how to contain the monster. I love this.
Hearts I broke,
And I love the daisies.
but that isn't me anymore. Oh, people don't like me for things I forgot, but I can't pretend to be someone I'm not. I've been
So funny, he's singing that people don't like me, and he's pulling the pedals. Do you love me? Do you love me not? Do you love me? And in his case, do you like me? Do you like me not? Do you like me? Do you like me not?
Oh, people don't like me for things I forgot, but I can't pretend to be someone I'm not. I've been sober, I've been wasted.
Look at those
I
daisies.
spent most of my life in between.
Now, those daisies are very pretty, but if that happened in real life, I'd be freaking out. It'd be like some kind of daisy apocalypse. I'm good.
Been wasted. I spent most of my life in between. I've been sorry, been mistaken.
Me too.
I've been nothing but how God made me. And I ain't gonna hate
What in the world was that?
nothing but how God made me. And I ain't
Now, why is the car in the air? Stuck there. Did they forget to do that when they're doing the CGI stuff? What I do like is the theme of daisies, right? He's got the daisies on the car, the daisies on the shirt. But what is the car doing in the air? I don't understand this.
gonna hate myself no more. Maybe I ain't perfect.
Get your boogie woogie on, Tom. Get that boogie woogie on. I love it.
I hate myself no more. Maybe I ain't perfect, but I'm putting that work in. I ain't gonna break down like before. And baby, I'm hurting, but I'm a stronger version.
What I love about this is that they only did 2 locations. That street that they're on for the video and this house, which is like 1 or 2 rooms in the house only. This is really good. Sorry, I'm going into the video because the chorus is, we've already talked about the chorus.
And baby, I'm hurting, but I'm a stronger
But why is the car in the air? I don't understand that.
version
Please tell me in the comments.
before. And baby, I'm hurting, but I'm a stronger version.
Stronger version.
Lord, I hit the ditch, walked right off the edge. I got knocked down and got up again.
So is that what the car is about? The car hit the ditch. He hit the ditch, so it went flying, and he got knocked down. He's walked off the edge, got knocked down, but he got up again. Is that what this is about? So that car is kind of the symbol of the ditch. He's on the road. He's gotten out of that ditch. Oh, that's brilliant, if that's what that is. But tell me in the comments if I'm right or wrong on that. But I think that's what that is. That makes more sense to me.
Lord, I hit the ditch, walked right off the edge.
And he's in praying position.
I got knocked down and got up again.
Nice.
Oh, I tried to live more like my friends. I can't be nothing but just what I am.
Again, we talked about this, but like you try to live being other people. You try to think like other people, but that's exhausting. If you're gonna think, how would this person think? Instead of just being naturally what comes natural to you, which is be yourself. Because you know what? You, my friend, are beautiful just as you are. You may have some hiccups, and there may be some things that aren't beautiful about you, but you as a person, as a soul, is beautiful. And here's the thing, and this is what we forget. Because I'll look at my life and be like, man, I'm not where I should be. And I can say, man, I hate that. I'm nowhere where I need to be. But I'm nowhere where I was. I've come a long ways. And you've come a long ways. So enjoy the journey. Be a little gracious to yourself. And let's enjoy the rest of the song.
Friends, I can't be nothing but just what I am.
That's right.
And I've been sober, I've been wasted. I spent most of my life in between.
So is that the I-15 right there? So so cool. I love this video.
I spent most of my life in between. I've been sorry, been mistaken. I can't be nothing but how God made me.
Right.
And I ain't gonna hate myself. How God been mistaken.
That little robot voice.
I can't be nothing but how God made me. And I ain't gonna hate myself no more. Maybe I ain't perfect.
No, we're not.
But I'm putting that work in. I ain't gonna break down like before. And baby, I'm hurting, but I'm a stronger version.
This Tom never ceases to amaze me because this is so different than everything else that I've reacted to with him. Like, I've seen glimpses of this and with like Superman when he's saying, but it was nothing like this. And I saw a glimpse of this with the GFBF that I did, but it was nothing like this. It's still like different, and there's no rapping in this one. So he's flexing his diversity, and he's making himself vulnerable, and he's being real, and he's just saying, listen, don't put me in a box. I can be in any lane. I can do anything. And he does it well. He does it really well. So again, I'm going to watch this to the end just in case, because y'all tell me to watch it to the end. But in all fairness, you guys tell me to watch it to the end. I think there's only one video, maybe two, that have had anything at the end of that. So, oh wait, and there's this one. Oh, he gets up. That's so cool. He gets up and there's a plant in the room. Okay. I stand corrected. I'm shutting up now. Thank you guys. If you guys can hit that like and that subscribe button, it means a lot to me, and I will see you on the next reaction video. Peace. I'm out. # Amy Love. Bye.